Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Wolfsburg Warriors. Today, I say it's massive every time. It really is. We're playing Barcelona in the Champions League. It doesn't get more prestigious than that. We've also got a massive £75 million transfer we bought in, a £50 million sale, a match against Freiburg, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like a big match, but it's to basically keep us at the top of the league with not too long left to go now. So massive episode, a youth intake as well, plenty to get into. So I'll shut up. Let's roll the intro and get right into it, shall we? Hi everybody, Jake here. Welcome to the video, welcome to the channel if you're new. And as I mentioned in that intro, today is a big episode. It is every single time, but it doesn't get much bigger than playing Barcelona in the Champions League after all. And we also have a match in the Bundesliga today and so much to get into. So I'm not going to waste too much time. It will be a longer one, but I'll try and get through it quicker if that makes sense. So hopefully that is all good. Apologies for the delay in the uploads again. I was trying to keep it as much on schedule as possible, but then I had to make like an emergency video for FM Scout as we didn't have a video, and then all of a sudden this one got delayed. But here we are. We are here finally. But before we get into it, I've just got to ask you guys all the usual stuff. If you could be absolute legends, just go, takes 2 seconds, click that little like button, make it turn blue. I'd very much appreciate it. The more likes we get, the better this series does. And of course, as it is an episodic series, people dwindle out as the series goes on. You expect that. So the more support we can get on these videos to make it pop up in front of many people as possible is great. Comment down below whatever you like. I always like getting involved with you guys. I really do mean that. So any comment I very much do appreciate, and I will respond to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Nearly there, guys, don't worry, but we're getting very close to the 6,000 subscriber mark, which I'm very excited to hit. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Discord in the description. Join button next to the subscribe button if you want to check that out. But let's get on with the video. The thing you're all here to see. Mainly the Barcelona game, I imagine, but I think the transfers are quite good. The youth intake too, and we can also use some of the players that you don't see as regularly in a Bundesliga match. And I feel like it's been a long time since we've shown a Bundesliga match of any importance that wasn't the first day of the season. So I guess the first place to start is the transfers, because you're going to see a couple of them players in today's game. So if I quickly show you the transfer history sort by date. Firstly, we signed this guy for £750,000. Don't think too much of it, but we bought him in. I saw he was available from, it was like a Division 3 side, I think. Yeah, Duisburg. We saw him available, 750 quid. He was playing for Germany's under-18s. I thought, I'll have a bit of that. A cheap player who has potential. Physicals look pretty decent for a striker. That's pretty much it. Don't know whether he's going to be the future of Germany's striking position, but Marcel Lutz joins the club. I like him. We'll see what happens with him. Probably nothing, but you never know. But the big chunk of the money came out on a massive centre-back signing, which you can see right there in Gavario, but I'll show you why we had to do that. And that was because we were getting close towards the January transfer window, and out of nowhere, because we had a balance of about 140 million, the club basically went, do you want an extra 60 million in your transfer budget, or 50 million? And I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think the squad's pretty good. I don't think I need anyone. I'd already done my luxury signings by signing Wirtz and Sesko. But yeah, I was like, sure, I'll take the money. And out of nowhere, Real Madrid, first day of the transfer window, Sebastian Bernal will give you 40 million for him, which I said no, 41.5. We got that money in, and I did that knowing that Bernal had a lot of interest for a while, and Josko Gavario was someone I thought we might be able to get in a few seasons. We were able to get him this time round with the money that we got and the money we got in for Bernal. Now, you let me know what you think. Bernal was a great centre-back, can't hold anything against him, but looking at his report, you know, he's going to play for Real Madrid, I'm sure, but is he going to play that often? I don't really know. He was a great player for us, no doubt about it, but we make a big profit since he joined us, and he is apparently injury-prone too, so maybe we got the best out of him there. But here we go. This is what we bought in his place. Josko Gavario is an absolute animal. To get this guy for £75 million, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money, but he's worth a lot more than that. Playing at Red Bull Leipzig he was, doing fairly well, but his physicals are perfect. He's a perfect ball player on that left-hand side. Him and Lacroix as a back two are easily Champions League winning centre-back partnership there. Mentals are great, technicals are great as well, some great player traits. He's already been brilliant since he's joined us, really. He's already scored a couple of goals, I believe. Yeah, 2 goals there in the league. I don't know if he got one outside the league as well, maybe, but he is very, very good, very useful to have. And I think with that, we've really got to the point in the squad where I'm not looking to replace anyone now. I'm very happy with the depth that we've got. The squad players are exactly that, squad players. They're not like amazing, which means that they get upset when they're not playing. They're all very much the right level for every area that I'm using everyone in. So I'm very happy with that, but finances have took a bit of a dip because of that, but the board gave me the money to spend. I'm going to spend it after all. and £20 million in the balance when we're doing so well is not bad at all, because we will get a bit of Champions League money and of course our Bundesliga money at the end of the season, depending on where we finish. And considering we're getting close to finishing in the first spot, it could be a lot of money. Yeah, facilities wise, we have been upgrading a lot. So we've got superb training facilities, state-of-the-art youth facilities, and exceptional academy and youth recruitment. So that's all great. But I think the thing you're going to want to see today, of course, is the Barcelona match, which we did lose 1-0 in the first leg. And I will show you that goal after the Freiburg game that we'll do. So we'll focus on the league first, I suppose. And in that, we are 1 point clear with a game in hand. So a win against Freiburg here puts us 4 points ahead of Bayern Munich, who are the only real challenger at this point. Dortmund probably considered a bit too far away. If anything, it's definitely us three, no one else. But we've been amazing. One loss all season is that away loss against Bayern Munich, 4-3. A couple of draws, but mainly we've been playing very well, and I'm very excited to see how the end of the season could pan out. In terms of our form though, we did get knocked out in penalties out of the DFB Pokal, so we're out of the German Cup now, which is obviously a bit disappointing. I believe we did win that last year, so I would have liked to have won it again, but it was luck of the draw. We got to a penalty shootout, we got knocked out, whatever. We drew against Hertha Berlin in the league, but overall, other tthan that, we've been very, very good for a long time now, and just killing it. I'm very excited to see what we can do against this Barcelona team. We lost 1-0 away, but I would argue it was a bit undeserved. DeMarco getting sent off late on as well didn't help us much at all, but at that point we weren't looking like getting a goal out of the game. It was in the first half really where we had our best chances, so who knows how today's going to plan out. Maybe we'll get knocked out of the Champions League. It's going to be a tough match against Barca for sure. Maybe we'll come out of this episode as Champions League quarter-finalists and top of the Bundesliga by a long margin. So before we do get into that match, I will quickly show you the youth intake, which is not special at all, because these are the players that came through and none of them are very good in any way. This is our best guy, Sihan Kutlu. He's not going to be anything. Let's be real. This youth intake was a bit of a bust, as it seems to be in Football Manager. The first one is always just feels like the best one, at least, even if it isn't technically true. But I think we've looked at everything we need to, so it's probably about time we get into this Freiburg match. Don't forget, if you are excited, like the video, I would very much appreciate it. But let's pick the team that we're going for. Now, as we have the Barcelona game in a couple of days, I am going to use this as an opportunity to rest players, but also, I believe in the squad players, and that's the reason they're here, to play games like this. So we're starting with Kenneth Wynn in goal, the first time he's going to be able to see himself on camera, I believe, starting. So he has played quite a few games for us this year, and he is the future of our goalkeeping position because Castells has 18 months left on his deal. I think I'm just going to let that run, and then eventually I'll just go, okay, 18-year-old Kenneth Wynn, when he will be 18, you're just going to have to take over and do the job for us. So we've got Wynn in goal. So that's a viewer that watches, and he supported the channel financially to a point where he can have his name in the game. So there you go, Kenneth Wynn in goal. I'm not going to play Baku. I'll go for Paslak, Lacroix, Beneu. I think we'll let Lacroix sit this one out and play Garcia McNulty. Switch Botman there. DeMarco being suspended may as well play this game. I think Grealish is fine. Shagler, that may as well be Kozlowski, I think, in this position. He is a very good player now, developing really nicely, Kozlowski. Very good in-game when we actually use him. Like, very, very dangerous for our team. Arnold does need a rest because he's like one of our best players at the minute. So let's bring Lewis Cook in. If it lets me. Apparently it's not going to let me. No, then Ashraf Ranks, we'll do that. Florian Wirtz probably is going to have to play unless Boga is now fully fit. He's been out injured for a long time. So we'll see how our leaders coming into the team. And then we'll go for a top two of Weghorst and Piccoli. So that is pretty much full rotation. I think if I just quick picked that and did a rotation squad, that's what we would have got anyway. So this is what we're going to go for. Hopefully it's enough to get us over the line against Freiburg. You'd hope so. And apparently we're not even at the game yet. So joke's on me for trying to sort all that out now. But there we go. Let's just do opposition instructions. The game wants me to change everyone, but I've got the next match in mind. I'm thinking ahead. Maybe this is too many changes and it will kill us, but I've played this kind of team, this kind of like 11 against these level teams so far in the Bundesliga, and it's never gone too wrong before, so hopefully we'll be fine. I'm not saying it's going to be like a 5-0 romping, but I think it'll be enough that we can just see this game out, get some points on the board, and that's all that really matters. 3 points is probably the only thing I'll accept in this game, so let's slow the game down and run away. But I just want to say at this point, I got told a long time ago, don't say thank you in every single video, and I've tried to avoid doing it because I get it does get repetitive, but I just want to say thank you for all the support on the channel so far and on these series. I don't expect them to do so well. I mean, when I had my 2 free Newcastle videos blow up just at the start of FM22, I was like happy with that. That would be all I would have for FM22. We won't see much more growth, and I was fine with it. But it hasn't turned out to be that way, and I'll shut up for a second because Roberto Piccoli, he's just left the old crowd stunned with that one. So this is a player that yes, he's very good in the target forward role, but he's kind of filling in that advanced forward role because Sesko and Adeyemi has now became our normal front two. And I don't really expect too much of Piccoli sometimes, he's just there. But what a goal that is, an absolute curler of a shot into the top corner. We're 1-0 up after 39 seconds, the two strikers combining very nicely, and you can't ask for anything more than that, and that gives us a very comfortable cushion to build up from. As long as we don't concede straight away here, I think we'll be very happy. Boga going close, but yeah, just want to say a massive thank you because I didn't expect the support to still be going, the channel to still be growing. I had a look, and if we were to continue getting the amount of subscribers a month that we're getting now, which is around 400 subscribers we're getting in a month, to be transparent with you, which is amazing numbers considering it took me 7 or 8 months just to get my first 100, but I suppose that is how YouTube works. But yeah, we're growing at a rate now where it seems like by the end of this Football Manager, if we keep up this kind of growth, which I'm not saying we will, but if we do, we could get to around 10,000 subscribers by around the start of FM23, which that's going to blow me away the day that happens. And I say the day that happens because I'm determined to get there, and I hope that doesn't sound braggy. I just think one day we can do it with this channel. So yeah, I just want to thank you all for just giving me that belief that I can actually do something with this channel and get it to a nice position. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, I say but yeah a lot, don't I, guys? I really do. Anyway, back to the game. I got told to berate the ref more in the comments of the last video because I think I berated the ref when he was about to give a penalty, and the ref just backed down and didn't give the penalty after that. So it's what I've been doing from now on. It's what I'm gonna do, particularly in the Barcelona game. You know how they work with referees in the Champions League. I'm a Chelsea fan. I've experienced some highs and lows against Barca in the Champions League, but the famous one of Drogba going up to like the camera and saying like, "Oh, it's a joke" or whatever. I think he said it in a few more square words, but I'm going to be using some of that energy in a match against Barcelona against the referees to make sure that we get over the line. I'm talking like it's a given that we're going to win. It's just our home form is so good. I think if we only lost 1-0 in the new camp, I think we can give them a good go and at least try and push for like get it to 1-1 and then see what can happen. Because of course, away goals don't mean anything anymore in Football Manager, and in real life too, I suppose. I don't know why I said it like it's only a Football Manager thing. So I do have faith in us that we can maybe get out of this situation. But Barcelona wasn't an easy draw at all. They are top of the Spanish league, so they're still a very good team, and their squad is very nice as well. They played a diamond against us, our exact formation. Don't know whether that's just what they play or whether that was intentional. And I thought player by player, their squad was near enough just as good as ours, which is weird to say after 2 years that I'm comparing our squad to Barcelona's, but I suppose that's the state Barcelona is in. I suppose that's the state that Barcelona are in, as much as anything. I got my words mixed up there. And I haven't spoken for a little while about the actual game where we've just conceded a goal from a crossing from Gunter. Easy header, and you can't really complain about the goalkeeping there from 6'1" Kenneth Wynn, who is still a bit too small, but he's only 16, it's fine, he's developing. It was more the fact that we let him get that free header, and that should have been Botman's area, and considering how good he is usually in the air, he should have dealt with that. Anyway, we need to pay a bit more focus to the game, I think, now, because it's getting to, second half. We haven't had that many chances, really. Freiburg actually beating us in XG. Possession is close. This isn't as easy as a game as I thought it could have been. And it might be about time in the 60th minute to bring on some of our more, how do I call them, better players, I suppose. Let's have a look. Shagler, you can come on there for ranks. And then I think we just try and finish them off the best we can by bringing on Adeyemi and Benjamin Sesko. Might look stupid because our two strikers weren't playing bad at all and there's plenty of players playing worse. But when you bring these two on, it is genuinely just a danger to the other team. I like the idea that they see Adeyemi on the sidelines and just go, well, we were good for 60 minutes, boys, but we'll take that home. Because Adeyemi is just, he's just broken. I don't know how else to describe him. He's broken this game. Here he goes. Karim Adeyemi. It's just written in the stars, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Just bring him on. He's got amazing pace, amazing decision making, and he's a great finisher. I've seen players with better attributes than him, don't get me wrong. I've just never seen anyone play the way he does in game, where he's always on the last man. I don't know whether that's just a Bundesliga high line kind of thing, because a lot of teams do play that style, but he's always on the last man, ready to turn, burst forward, and get that goal. And he has put us 2-1 ahead now. Great play by everyone else, of course, to set him free, but we'll just be hoping we can see it out. Another goal just to make sure would be good. Then we can forget about it and move on to the next game. I wouldn't want to have had to use Adeyemi and Sesko. I'd want them to be fully fresh, but you can't complain when they come on and get you a goal, can you? Garcia McNulty, nice to see him on the pitch. He's got a few more games this season in that centre-back role and doesn't really put too much of a foot wrong. I shouldn't have said that because he's just lost his man. And Kenneth Wynn makes himself big and forces the striker to hit the post. Yeah, the Kenneth Wynn situation, don't get me wrong, he's definitely not ready to play Bundesliga football yet, but we're just using him as often as possible in games where I don't think he's going to have too much work to do, just to build his confidence, get him developing nicely. So Kenneth Wynn, as long as he's not making the clangers, is fine in goal for me. But yeah, Garcia McNulty, nice to see him in the team, a very good ball player. Because of Gavario joining, I decided to change it round. Oh, great goal from Benjamin Sesko, who has now started finding the back in the net, by the way. Ever since he scored that first goal, he has been very, very good. But yeah, what was I saying? Garcia McNulty, yes, because we bought in Gavario, who is just the top tier ball playing defender you can probably get in Football Manager. I decided to make the left centre back spot the ball player spot instead of a right centre back spot, which means that Lacroix now plays a more defensive role and doesn't think about passing the ball out as much. And his average match ratings have shot through the roof now, because I think that is what he's destined for. He only had like 13 passing anyway, so he's much better at just, he does the defending, Gavario does the passing, and it means that when Botman comes in, he plays, it is his wrong foot to be fair, but he plays on that right hand side just as the all-out centre back. And when Garcia McNulty plays, because he's left-footed and a good ball player, he's a very good backup to have for Gavario, and has of course got loads of room to improve. Some joke offers for him though in transfer window for Garcia McNulty, like teams offering like £750,000 for a guy who I'd value at 20, 30. It's a bit stupid. They obviously don't see the potential that I have in Garcia McNulty yet, but great goal from Adeyemi there yet again, scoring for our team. Sesko played it through to Adeyemi, and this match has took a bit longer than expected because there's been so many goals and highlights, but great finish. Two strikers working perfectly together, both getting goals since they came on. Tactical genius this is. I told you, just bring them on, and they just gave up after 60 minutes. They went, right boys, I'm off home. The goalkeeper's off home, the defence is off home. Just let these two score as many goals as possible. But credit to Freiburg here. They've given it a good effort, particularly in attack. Kenneth Wynn coming in, claiming the ball. All 6'1" of him. Let's see his distribution. He's apparently not meant to be a sweeper keeper and is meant to be a goalkeeper, according to his attributes. But I think he'll do a good job in sweeper. We just need to get him there. Here's Grilic to Adeyemi. Is he going to come on and score a, 30-minute hat-trick? He's going to. Oh, he's hit it wide. You don't usually see that from Adeyemi, but it was his right foot. He's definitely just like a left-footed man, and that's pretty much it. Can we just get into the Barcelona game now? Do we need to keep seeing this happen? Kenneth Wynn, another big save. We're seeing him collect all the balls. 16 years old in goal here. He does look absolutely tiny, doesn't he? There we go, finally. Right, I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm literally just going to cut it to when I'm picking the team for the Barcelona match. I've got to advance a few days, so awesome. 4-1 win. Doing well in the Bundesliga. Let's move on to the Barcelona match, the one you're all here for. Just to keep you guys in the loop, the game is just about to happen, but here comes the youth candidates. Only 3 of them making it into our team. Bear in mind we have an under-18s and a second team for Wolfsburg, so I would have thought we would have had more of them make it, but this is apparently all we're getting. Maybe there'll be a future for this guy, but being a winger, I don't see too much chance for him there. We did also get a budget because we now have qualified for the Champions League, and we've been given £72 million. So as long as, if we don't win the Champions League, of course, and the series continues, we've got plenty of money to spend, so we don't need to worry too much about anything like that. Next season is still going to be a season of growth, no matter how well we do, I suppose, unless we do win the Champions League, of course. But I don't think we'll get there just yet, but this is a big step to making sure that we can at least have a chance of it this season, and that is to beat Barcelona. So let's look at the team we're going to use to win this. Castells has got a starting goal. Baku at right back is immense. Just have a look at him, guys. What a player, physically especially. Love that guy. Play anywhere, but right back has just became his spot this year because of the amount of good midfielders we've got. Lacroix, yes. Gavario, I'm not playing out of position in a game like this. It's because DeMarco's injured, isn't it? I think Gerhardt comes in, you know. Aud isn't registered. Even though I'd probably have used him. Don't think I'll go with pass like out of position, so that's going to be Gerhardt. Why is none of these buttons working? There we go. Gerhardt comes in. Cook at the base of the midfield, fine with. Arnold, yes. Mazzala. What do we do here? What do we do? I think it might actually be a Grealish situation. Put Cook forward. Sesko, Adeyemi, fine with that. Everything looks good to me. We're good to go. Boga, I actually do want Boga on the bench. I don't know why Gilavogi would ever be on there in the shape that he's in, and also the fact that he's probably played about once in the last 2 years I've had him. So here we go. Big match against Barca. Drop your predictions down below how we're going to do. I'm genuinely nervous, actually. I don't really get nervous, but the fact that if we don't win this game, we are already out of the Champions League, which is, you know, it's not the worst deal in the world. We're Wolfsburg 2 seasons in against Barcelona, but we have bigger ambitions than that. And if we did get knocked out, also the rest of Season 2 becomes a bit boring for a YouTube sense. I suppose we just have the end of a Bundesliga season as we do potentially win our first Bundesliga title and break Bayern Munich's dominance for a long time. But I'm just getting a little bit excited here because we're playing quite well, and it's a good header from Sesko just over the bar. If anybody is interested, here's your Barcelona team. Playing that diamond again against us: Fati, Aguero, Coutinho, Pedri, De Jong, Busquets, Umtiti, Mingueza, Araujo, Alba and ter Stegen is still a very, very nice team. Barca coming out of the traps early as well here, though, having a few chances according to the match stats, but nothing to worry us just yet, for God's sake. So just to let you guys know, the camera for me is directly in front of my TV, so I don't see sometimes what's going on right behind the camera in a very small area. And I didn't see where Grealish was in that defence. So if you rewind it a little bit, Gavario plays this pass, and I just thought he played it straight to the Barcelona players, and there was no one there. So when I saw that it went to a green shirt, I was very, very happy. I thought that was just a mistake straight up, but we are playing very, very nice football. I mean, this is Barcelona, but we're taking the tiki-taka to them. It's Adeyemi. Oh, he's at the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. He deserved a goal from that man. That was so, so good. Oh, that would have been perfect, especially against Barcelona, to play football like that and get a goal. Loving the Barcelona kit though in Football Manager. It does look very nice, doesn't it? Araujo. He's a great player this year, Araujo. Give him credit. Football Manager, at least. I haven't seen him in real life, but I know that he is playing. Here's Lewis Cook. He scored against PSG, and he's at the post against Barcelona with a chip. We are piling on all the pressure, but we need to take our chances here. We really do. Liverpool against PSG is a very interesting match. One of them going out is a big deal. But I can't complain with this first half performance. I can only complain with the fact that the ball isn't in the back of the net, because we've had chances. And now if Barcelona score something stupid, we'll only have ourselves to blame, really. Jordi Alba to Frankie de Jong. Of course he is a magician, so we want to close him down as quick as possible. I don't really see them as being too much of an aerial threat, so I'm happy for Alba to get in them crossing positions. Although saying that, I think the Pai did score the header, which I didn't show you, but basically the Pai scored a header. That's what happened in the first leg. And then DeMarco just came in the 80th minute and went, does anyone want a broken leg? Wait, hold on. Adeyemi. Oh, ter Stegen with another save. We're playing so well. What a ball that was from, I think it was Florian Wirtz. Should get all the credit to that if that was him, because that was a great ball. But yeah, DeMarco just went, let me snap someone's leg for no reason, and he got sent off. Could have used him here, but he's not actually been playing that well. So the fact that Gerhardt's came in on a 7 rating, I can't complain with him at all in that left-back position. Come on, I have faith in us. I just think we're just a second away from getting that goal. It's always like an inch away from going in. We've been all over them. Barcelona are doing absolutely nothing here. They're very undeserved in the lead over the course of 2 legs, I would say. But 60 minutes in, I do start to panic now and wonder what I need to do. But we do have a highlight, so I'll wait to see this one out. Florian Wirtz is in. Florian Wirtz is in. Ter Stegen with another great save, closing him down. We're going to have to switch it to attacking, which is, as far as my Football Manager tactical prowess goes, I suppose, just hitting that button. Arnold whips it in. Adeyemi over the bar. Oh, it's not going to be one of them where it doesn't happen, is it? After all these chances, Maximilian Arnold crosses in. Lacroix, it's in the back of the net. Okay, come on, 1-1. Don't you dare rule that out. This is what I told you. I'm going to have a go at the referee to make sure he gives us a goal. You're a scumbag if you don't give this. He's given it. See, this is what this is what you do. You just rage at the referee. I was expecting an Arnold shot here. Maybe they were too, but he's hit it right in the head of Lacroix. And it's a brilliant goal from a player who doesn't score all that regularly. And he was miles onside. I mean, the person marking him was more goal side than him. So I don't know where they even thought that it might be offside from. But it is now 1-1 in the 66th minute. We don't need to do anything just yet, changes-wise, I don't think. We're all over them. But Barcelona having their first highlight, I think, here, actually. Because it looks like it is going to be them. It's Ansu Fati to Mingueza. Fati again. Memphis Depay. Instant reply from Barcelona. Depay did not start that first match. He didn't start the second match, but he scored in both. You have to question why they're not starting him. That is a great finish from Memphis Depay. But we just gave him too much space right from the centre, and that was far too easy for them. And every hope that I just had has now gone down the drain. But here's another Arnold free kick. It's not as good this time, but Baku's going to collect it and hopefully find Arnold again on the wing, because he is in a bit of space. But it's Lacroix. He's played it around. We've got to Gavario. Can he pick out a pass? Lacroix again. Baku's in brilliant amounts of space. Brilliant amounts of space? I don't know. Just put it in. Lewis Cook. Baku. Gerhardt. No. Please. Someone. Oh, no. We've lost the ball. They're going to counter-attack. Gerhardt should have put that in there. He's won it back. Go on. Go on, lad. Arnold. Florian Wirtz. Baku. Smack it. Smack it. He puts it across the box. He's trying to do it. Lewis Cook. Come on. 2-2. 2-2, Lewis Cook. I mean, that was the longest highlight I've ever seen. But Lewis Cook does get the finish. He scored against PSG. He scored against Barcelona. It cost us £25 million from Championship Bournemouth. It looked like crazy business, but he's doing a job in the Champions League stages at the very least, even if he does nothing else throughout the course of the season. He just turns up to show off to you guys, a bit like James Ward-Prowse was doing in the Newcastle series. Just an English midfielder who is a great player in real life, both of them I'm sure, but they're so overrated in Football Manager to a level where, like, Ward-Prowse, I think he's brilliant in real life, but in Football Manager, Ward-Prowse is David Beckham's, like, if David Beckham had an idol, it was James Ward-Prowse in Football Manager, because he's just absolutely amazing in every sense of the word in that, like, midfield creative range on the free kicks and the corners and the long shots and everything. But we are going into extra time and I haven't made a single substitution yet, which I'm hoping will benefit us because it's 2-2. Keep playing the way we have been, the result will come. Very happy with that, but with a 7-man bench, it's probably about time we use some of them, right? We're still in attacking because I have faith in us. Grealish struggling a lot. Let's bring Vranks on and we'll drop Cook back. We'll switch Arnold over like that. And then we're looking at some other substitutions we could make. Wirtz is struggling out there. I think Boga with a bit of pace represents something good for us. Now the question is, do we bring off... I mean, Sesko's not having a great game. Maybe we bring on Weghorst and just see. I understand some of the players are more tired than some of the players I bought off, but it's a combination of knowing I want to keep them on and a combination of the bench players maybe not being ready for this kind of game. I'm not bringing on Botman to win a game, and I'm not bringing on them kind of players, Kenneth Wynn, to win a game. No offence to either of them, but they're not going to win us a match against Barcelona. You wouldn't think anyway, unless Kenneth Wynn scores from a corner, all 6'1" of him. But I think we've made the right choices here. It's just whether it pans out in the way we want. Here's Gerhardt, who's been nothing but good, considering he's like my third choice left back. He's done very, very well. Such a versatile player, useful in loads of areas, and always reliable as well. Baku whips it in. Weghorst over the bar. I thought Sagan was just like getting under it and it was going to loop over him, but it didn't quite go that way. Oh, this is getting quite intense now. Are we going to a penalty shootout? Maybe I do bring Kenneth Wynn on. Actually, do we get a fourth sub? We do. We do get a fourth sub. Piccoli, no. Paslak could come on just for the fact that Baku's tired, but Baku on an 8.1 I wouldn't want to take off. Yeesh. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Maybe we just bring Piccoli on for Adeyemi. That might just be the best thing to do. Let's see what happens here, because if we really do like need to go all out for a goal, I will keep Adeyemi on. It's Aguero to Fati. Fati's through. Castella's with a save. Thank God, I thought that was in. Yeah, we're going to bring on Piccoli for Adeyemi. He'll do a job, Piccoli will. I'll give him some faith. Weghorst is going to try and link up with him. And who knows what's going to happen. But if it's a penalty shootout, I don't think I'm prepared for this. We've been brilliant this game. No, don't let Barcelona score late on, please. Fati. Alex Tellez. Oh no. This is going to go in, isn't it? Out of nothing. Out of nothing, and we're out of the Champions League. How we've let Barcelona score twice in this game from pretty much 2 attacks, I don't know. It's a great finish from Aguero, but we're now struggling a lot. We really are. I don't see how we're going to get back into this, but I'm just going to have to throw everything very attacking. Show me this. Yeah, we're going to put you up here, and you up here, and you 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 here. Let's see if we can get something to take it into extra time. I don't know. I really don't know. Come on. There is actually a highlight with a minute to go. You'd assume it's going to be Barcelona's because we put literally everyone forward. Like, look at that tactical shape on the screen right now. But if we somehow get a goal, I'm genuinely a genius. Oh my God. What have I done? I thought there'd at least be someone back. I look so stupid, right? We had to go for it. We had to go for it. But I thought someone would at least be there. I did think there was a lot of players on the screen then. I really did. I didn't think there was going to be that much space. Right. They've even beat us on the day because of that. 3-2. But it's more circumstantial than that. I wouldn't say they deserved it. Discounting the last goal, because that was a bit of stupidity from me, just going, right, everything, we've got to go for it. We've got a minute left. Of course, you're going to invite that kind of pressure on. But we're actually out of the Champions League. And we'll have to go for another season, I suppose. So for the first time, Newcastle, we did it in 2 years. Lazio, we did it in 2 years, I think. So for the first time in a long time, you've got a free season at most series. I mean, at least, sorry, it might go on for longer than that, but £75 million, you're going to have to use it. I don't see any point in keeping this season dragging out, so I might just bring it back for whenever we're about to win the Bundesliga, which probably won't be too long away now. And that's that for our season, really. I mean, we want to go a bit further, hopefully with the money we've got. I think that was just circumstantial, to be honest. Maybe midfield needs an improvement, but that's pretty much it. I'm very happy with it. So with that being said, guys, a very long episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. I'll cut it short. Right, I'll see you later. Very disappointed. Bye-bye.